Have you ever wondered if your unique skills, the things you're good at, have a purpose beyond just yourself? Well, today we're going to dive into a really powerful idea that says, yes, they absolutely do. Let's get into why sharing your gifts could be one of the most important things you ever do.
Okay, so it all kicks off with this simple but incredibly profound idea from our source material. You exist for a reason. Just let that sit for a second. Really think about that. This is way more than just some nice, feel-good phrase, right? It's the whole foundation. It's telling us that your unique abilities, the things that make you, you, they aren't just random. They're valuable and they're meant for something more.
All right, so what is that something more? Let's get right into it. In this first part, we're going to really look at the purpose behind the gifts we all have. Where do they even come from, and what are they actually for?
The source material puts this so well. It says your skills and knowledge aren't just some random accident. Nope. They are meant to touch, shift, and add value to someone else's life. Think about those words: touch, shift, add value. The big idea here, the main takeaway, is that your gift doesn't really find its true purpose until it connects with another person.
And what powers all of this? Well, it all starts with the why. That's what our source calls it. The why is your core motivation. It's that deep down reason you just have to create something, whether that's building or writing or speaking. It's the fuel that gets the engine started. And, as we're about to find out, it's also the anchor that's going to hold you down when things get tough.
Okay, let's talk about how this actually plays out, because let's be real, sharing your gift is almost never a simple, straight line. The journey from having an idea to actually making an impact, well, it's often a real struggle. It's the thing that's going to test just how committed you are to that why we just talked about.
So the author actually breaks this whole journey down into 3 stages that I think we can all recognize. First, you've got the late nights, right? That's all the hard work, the grind that nobody else ever sees. Then comes the doubt. Oh man, that nagging little voice in your head asking, is this any good? Can I even do this? But then there's the third part, the belief. And that is the thing that becomes your anchor. It's the force that just keeps you going.
In this slide, wow, it really lays out the 2 sides of that coin perfectly, doesn't it? It's the constant tension every creator feels. On one side, you have the ordeal, all that doubt, the late nights, the effort that feels totally invisible. But on the other side, that's where the motivation is. That's what makes it all worth it. That powerful belief in your why, the amazing feedback you hope to get, and just knowing you're adding value to someone's life.
So the big question is, how do you push through the ordeal to get to the motivation? Well, this right here is the turning point. This is where that third piece of the puzzle we mentioned, belief, steps into the spotlight and completely changes the game.
It's like this is the secret ingredient, Belief is what transforms the struggle into an actual creation. And we're not talking about just passively hoping for the best. No, this is a deep, internal conviction. It literally changes how you see the struggle. It takes that doubt that feels like a giant stop sign and turns it into just another problem to solve. And that's what lets you turn all that hard work into something real that you can finally share.
And then comes the reward. When you finally put your gift out there, the feedback you get, it just closes the whole loop. The author calls it honestly priceless. And that's because it connects you right back to where you started, to your why. It's the proof you needed. It tells you that all those late nights, all that wrestling with doubt, it mattered. It actually landed with someone.
Now here's something that is so important to remember. The impact doesn't have to be some massive world-changing event. The goal isn't to change everyone. It's to touch, shift, and add value. If you can shift the perspective of just one person, if you add value to a single life, that right there makes the whole entire ordeal worthwhile. Just one.
Okay, so everything we've talked about so far, it's not just some story about another person's creative process. The source this is all based on is really a direct message. It's a call to action meant for every single one of us. So yeah, this next part, this is for you.
And here it is. This is the main message, the heart of it all. Don't hide your gifts, share them with the world. The simple but really urgent and empowering idea. Whatever it is that you do, whatever unique knowledge you have, please don't keep it locked up inside. The world is literally waiting for it. Your gift was meant to be shared.
So where do you even start? Good question. The source actually gives us a super clear 4-step path. First, you've got to recognize your gifts. Just take a minute and think about what you're good at, what you know. Second, and this is often the scariest part, you have to share them with the world. Just take that leap. Third, stay grateful.
Being thankful for your abilities and for any impact you make keeps you grounded. And finally, number 4, keep reaching. Because this isn't a one-and-done thing, it's a lifelong journey.
And as you start on this path, I want you to hold on to this last piece of reassurance from the source. It reminds us that your gift never goes unnoticed. You know, support can be seen or unseen, so even if you don't get a million views or a flood of comments, just the act of putting your gift out there, it creates ripples, it has an effect, and it truly never, ever goes unnoticed.
So, that's where we'll leave it. We've talked about the purpose of your gift, the struggle it takes to share it, and the incredible reward that comes with it. Now, the question comes back to you, and it's the only one that really matters. What gift will you share?